Hello students, good morning to you all. I hope you all safe at home. Children, look at these two boxes. Both the boxes have the same volume. If each ball has the same mass, which box would be heavier and why? In the first box contains solids and the second box contains liquid. Children, already we learned about the volume of solids and liquids. Is it? Yes. Solids have a definite volume and definite shape. The interparticle attraction in solids are very strong. So, the interparticle space is least. Liquids have a definite volume but no definite shape. Liquids take the shape of the container. For example, when water is poured in a glass, it takes the shape of the glass. It shows that the interparticle attraction in liquids is not as strong as that in solids. Therefore, the interparticle space in liquids is more as in comparison to solids. Liquid has a larger volume as a solid than as a liquid. Mass and volume are two units used to measure objects. Mass is the amount of matter an object contains, while volume is how much space it takes up. For example, a bowling ball and a basketball are about the same volume as each other, but the bowling ball has much more mass. Mass measures the amount of matter in a substance or an object. Volume measures the amount of space that a substance or an object takes up. We can say that the volume of the object is directly proportional to its mass. It means as the volume increases, the mass of the object increases in direct proportion. Mass and volume relate to each other through a concept called density. Shall I ask one question which you learned in the last year? If you take sand in one box and cotton in another box, which one would feel heavier? Why do you think the bag of sand feels heavier even both bags have the same volume? For equal volumes, sand appears to be heavier than an equal volume of cotton because mass in sand is more closely packed than in cotton. If more mass is packed into the same volume, or if the same mass is packed into a smaller volume, it becomes denser. Once again, I repeat the same sentence. If more mass is packed into the same volume, or if the same mass is packed into a smaller volume, it becomes denser. For equal volumes, sand appears to be heavier than an equal volume of cotton because mass in sand is more closely packed than in cotton. For example, 1 kilogram of sand is denser than 1 kilogram of cotton. Mass of sand will be greater than the mass of cotton, whereas the volume of cotton will be more than sand. Mass of sand will be greater than the mass of cotton, whereas the volume of cotton will be more than sand. When we compare the iron and wood, why is iron heavier than wood for the same volume? Once again I ask question. When we compare the iron and wood, why is iron heavier than wood for the same volume? It means the space between iron molecules in iron much less than as that of wood. So, in iron there is more molecules than wood in same volume. More molecules means more mass. That's why iron is much heavier than wood for same volume. More molecules means more mass. That's why iron is much heavier than wood for same volume. Children, what did you understand from this? The molecules of some substances are packed tightly with each other, while in others they are less tightly packed. It tells us how much mass has been packed into a certain amount of space is called density. Next, denser substance. The substance in which the molecules are closely packed are called dense substances. What is dense substances? The substances in which the molecules are closely packed are called dense substances. Next topic is density. Do you remember density? Did you study in your last year? Yes. What is density? Density is defined as the mass of a substance present in a given volume. What is density? The mass of a substance present in a given volume. A substance explains the relationship between its mass and volume. The average density of an object equals its total mass divided by its total volume. The average density of an object equals its total mass divided by its total volume. An object made from a dense material such as iron will have less volume than an object of equal mass made from some less dense substance such as water. For example, a rock is more dense than a crumpled piece of paper of the same size. Another one example is a tree branch floats on a river if the wood is less dense than water. A tree branch floats on a river if the wood is less dense than water. Density is directly proportional to pressure and indirectly proportional to temperature. When temperature increases with pressure constant, density decreases. When temperature increases with pressure constant, density decreases. Density changes with temperature because volume changes with temperature. Density changes with temperature because volume changes its temperature. Next topic is determining the density of a material. To find the density of any object, you need to know the mass of the object and its volume. Divide the mass by the volume in order to get an object's density. Divide the mass by the volume in order to get an object's density. What is mass? Do you remember, children? Mass is the amount of matter or substance that makes up an object. What is volume? The amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional figure. Density can be expressed as mass per unit volume. Density is equal to mass by volume. Mass expressed in grams or kilograms and volume expressed in cubic centimeter or cubic meter. What is the symbol? Centimeter cube or meter cube. So, density is expressed in gram per meter cube or kilogram per meter cube. Density expressed in gram per meter cube or kilogram per meter cube. So, SI unit for density is kilogram per meter cube. What is the density? What is the SI unit for density? Kilogram per meter cube. Density in kilograms per meter cubed is equal to mass in kilograms divided by volume in meters cubed. So, density could be described as the number of kilograms that 1 meter cubed of substance weighs. Children, see this image. What is this? This is a triangle. How to find the density of this triangle? Do you know? How to find the density of this triangle? Listen here. To find the density of any object, we need to know the mass of the object and its volume. To find the density of any object, we need to know the mass of the object and its volume. divide the mass by the volume in order to get an object's density. A triangle that is split into 3 sections. Okay? Density, which is symbolized by the letter D, is in the left bottom section. The mass, which is symbolized by the letter M, is on the top. And the volume, which is symbolized by the letter V, is on the bottom right. If we want to find out the density, we should cover up density in the magic triangle. The formula for density is mass by volume. What is the formula of density? Mass by volume. If you want to find out the mass, we should cover up volume in the triangle. So, what is the formula of mass? Mass is equal to density into volume. Mass is equal to density into volume. And if we want to find out the volume, we should cover up volume in the triangle. Volume is equal to mass by density. Mass by density. Volume is equal to mass by density. To find the density, density is equal to mass by volume. To find mass, mass is equal to density into volume. To find volume, mass divided by density. Density tells us how compact an object is. If an object has a greater density than water, the object will sink and it will float if the object has a lower density than water. How to find the density of water? If an object has a greater density than water, the object will sink and it will float if the object has a lower density than water. For example, when we keep any stone or rock in the water, it will be sink in the water. When we keep any pieces of wood in water, it will float in the water.
Your formula again, density equals mass divided by volume. How can you remember this? All right, we have a little trick. It's called I heart density. All right, and we know you love density because you're in science, and we science teachers love density because we teach it. But what does this really mean? Well, take a close look at it. Okay, look at this heart. The top part of the heart right here above this line. What does that look like? To me, that looks a lot like this M over here. All right, and then on the bottom of the line, the heart looks like this, kind of a V shape, like volume. So this will help you remember that density is equal to mass over volume. I heart density. Write this on your paper right now. And when you write the I heart density, make sure you draw the little line through the heart so you can remember that's the fraction bar or the division sign. Okay? I heart density. Density equals mass divided by volume. All right, so let's talk about how the triangle works. All right, so this triangle is divided into 3 sections, and then there's 2 division signs right here and a multiplication sign here. All right, so to use this, we put the variables in where they belong. Okay, the density goes on the bottom left, mass goes on the top, and volume goes on the bottom right. And if you kind of look at it, it looks a little bit like the formula here, except the density's not over here on the side. It's still on the bottom, but then look, mass over volume, mass divided by volume. Okay, so if you can put those in the right place in your triangle, that will help you solve problems with it. All right, so how do we solve a problem with the density triangle? So if you're trying to find the density of something, all right, and the problem will give you the mass and it'll give you the volume. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to cover up the thing you're trying to find with your thumb. So if you're trying to find density, you cover up the D with your thumb, and what's left in the triangle? Well, what's left is mass divided by volume. So if it's top and bottom, you're going to divide mass divided by volume. All right? Now what if you're trying to find mass? So you're going to cover up the M with your thumb. Go ahead and do this now on your paper. And when you cover up the M with your thumb, you're left with density times volume on the bottom. They're side by side, so you're going to multiply them. Okay? All right, now what if you're trying to find volume? All right, you cover up the V with your thumb, and you're left with mass divided by density. Again, they're top and bottom. You divide. All right, so that's how the triangle works. Just cover up the one with your thumb that you're looking for, and the other two will be left over. Will show you how what you need to do with those numbers. Okay. So
let's recall the portion. In which topic we learned today? Yes, density. Define density. Density is defined as the mass of a substance present in a given volume. Density is defined as the mass of a substance present in a given volume. What is the formula for density? D is equal to mass by volume. What is the formula for mass? Density into volume. When we find volume, what is the formula? Mass by density. What is the SI unit for density? The SI unit for density is kilogram per meter cube. Kilogram per meter cube. Dear children, refer the book page numbers 26 and 27. Find out and study the questions and answers. Refer page number 26 and 27. Find out and study the questions and answers. Okay children, thank you.